Hi, my name is Tina, and I am the creator of Sides of Creativity. Please enjoy my slime creations. I got into slime because I used to watch a lot of satisfying slime videos on Instagram, and I'd crave to touch it even though I didn't know what it felt like. But in my mind, I knew what it felt like, so I was like, I want to touch it so bad! It's kind of like craving a food item that you've never tasted before, but you see all the time. So the need for squishing, I find, comes better when you also hear it as well, because it's kind of similar to hearing someone bite into a chip, and that initial crunch sound you could kind of really associate and relate to, and then it makes you kind of salivate. It's kind of the same thing with slime as well, with the bubble pops and the little crunches you hear. So for the process, usually I would sketch it out. After I sketch it out, I would start making the base of the slime, and then I'll make the main component of it, which is usually the clay piece or the food item. And then third, I'll look for accent pieces that can top off the slime and make it perfect. The reason why I started making my own slimes was because I couldn't afford to buy pre-made ones. So making my own would be the best option. Usually I get inspired by my everyday life. So what I eat, what I see, and what I feel. Sometimes I would just be sitting there and an idea would spontaneously come up. And then other days I'd also be inspired by other creators. When I make my slimes, the materials I use the most would be a mixing bowl and a spatula. Honestly, any spatula works as long as I can hold on to it. I also always use glue as the most important ingredient, as well as a activator solution. And then extra ingredients I usually add in would be lotion, fragrance oils, and clay is my biggest one that I use for all my food creation. Usually because the textures for clay aren't meant to be made for slime, I have to mix a whole bunch to make sure it doesn't dry out. It changes the texture of the slime to make perfect consistency that's nice and smooth and creamy. Some of my favorite things that I've made so far is either my tteokbokki slime or a slime I called Save the Turtles. So for the tteokbokki slime, it's one of my all-time favorite dishes. It's made with rice cake and a spicy sauce that it's a little bit tangy and spicy at the same time. It's delicious and nostalgic. I was craving it, so I couldn't go out to buy ingredients to make it. I decided to make a slime. At least I get to see what it looks like. For my Save the Turtle slimes, makes me very happy because I got really creative with it. I thought if I was a baker, this is how I would make my cake. I really love turtles and I also really love the ocean. Right before I made the slime, I was thinking about the trip I had to Hawaii where we went to look for turtles, and I felt very nostalgic. And I also really like making figures of animals in a cuter way. So I thought that the turtle in a form of a macaroon would be so adorable. Tips I have for making slime would be just keep experimenting, especially with different ratios and components. You never know when you'll create something amazing, so just think of yourself as a baker. All of my slimes are DIY slimes, or you assemble it yourself. So I make them in a way where it's up for creative interpretation. If you're not sure how you want to play with the slime or how the slime works, I also have a video for every single slime I sell. If you need any more tips, you could check out my Instagram and they'll all be there for you to see. Sides of Creativity came from the fact that I believe that everyone has a creative side. Some other things that I want people to know about is the slime community. At first, I was very embarrassed about telling my friends that I made slime, but it turns out that it's a normal thing. Some people thought it was cool. And whenever I needed help in this community, there was always somebody there to help me, even though they had no idea who I was. And everyone's just here to support each other, and I just feel so loved and welcomed every time, every day. funny slime fact. Almost anything you put into slime can be created into a final slime product. So you can add even toys into slime. I've seen people add certain accessories, jewelry, even rocks or sand they find into slime. It's just endless what you can add into there. After you're done with the slime, usually what people do is they just keep it, I don't know, near their desk and they just play with it to de-stress. But I feel like it's the fact that you know what it was before, and because it was so perfect, you're like, oh, I'm destroying this perfect piece of art. It's kind of, you appreciate the slime a little bit more. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more slime content, feel free to come visit me on Instagram at Sides of Creativity. Bye!